So, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, welcome to all of you for Holistic Lifestyle. Today, we'll be knowing 10 important principles, holistic lifestyle principles, in order to have a physical health properly. So, that means in order to have a sound body, sound body, sound mind. So, always we need to remember when there is a sound body with you, so then obviously the sound mind you will get. Okay. Of course, our meditation is there always to strengthen our mind and to keep us, going and with a great energy. So that's always there with us. Meditation is one of the wonderful tool in order to maintain our mental health, physical health, and social health and spiritual health, everything. All together, the holistic health we will achieve through meditation. That's what we are trying to understand every day, day in, day out. We are practicing and we are undergoing that. We are all enjoying that. So definitely the meditation is a wonderful tool, one of the most important tool for us throughout our life, my dear friends, at every minute, every stage in our life. So along with that, you want to maintain your physical body well. That means you want to have a physical health properly, because already many of the people who come to the meditation onto this platform also, you will be already suffering with some of the one or other diseases, definitely. So that means your physical health is not good. So, in order to get the physical health properly, in order to sustain the health, in order to maintain the health, in order to come out of any kind of illnesses, whatever you have. So, what you are supposed to do is you need to follow certain kind of health principles, certain kind of a food. What are the food style? What are the lifestyle? You need to know what is the natural way of maintaining food. What is the natural way of lifestyle? Natural lifestyle, natural food style. These things has to be known. So this is going to be presented to you by my Mahavatar Foundation today in the form of 10 important principles, my dear friends. So what is the first principle? Food we should eat. What is the food we should eat? Let's understand. Friends, most of us will be eating the white rice and white godi, isn't it? So white rice, most of the people, polished rice, especially polished rice, it is not good, which is grown with a lot of chemicals. So pouring a lot of chemicals, many chemicals, you are going to eat poison on the plate. Right? Remember, poison on the plate. Okay, that is by eating the white rice, polished rice. Let's not do that. Okay, please avoid that immediately. So at the same time, in the white rice, polished rice, there is no fiber component. Fiber component is zero. What are these? What are those in that? Only carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is a pindi padatha. That is carbohydrates, just like a powder. Okay, so that's why it is going to digest very soon. Within 20-30 minutes, it gets digested. Then it gets converted into, after the digestion, what it gets, you get the glucose energy that goes into the blood. So suddenly your sugar levels, that is your glucose levels, will rise up in the blood. So it will shoot up. So within a short span of time, that is not at all going to be good, because the such kind of high sugar levels your body cannot consume, your body cannot, your body cannot spend at any cost. The reason is we are not doing day in day out. Many of the people nowadays, they are not doing the physical activity, they are into the most of mental activities. We are not doing the physical activity, so we can't spend that high amount of glucose energy levels which are present in the blood. So that is why try to avoid this, taking polished rice. At the same time, white gudi powder, that is, we eat chapati. Many of the doctors says nowadays, you go with the diabetes, any condition detected, they say that use the chapati. It is wrong, quite wrong, my dear friends. What happens is, especially in godi also, let me tell you, in godi also only carbohydrates, there is no fiber component. Okay, and also there is a substance, there are other substances, other one more protein is there within the godi, that is called gluten. Gluten is just like a rigid sticky substance. Okay, it's also not good for your pancreas and all. So definitely that's not going to be recommended for any kind of a unhealthy people, as well for healthy people. What is that? Godi powder. I mean, the chapati, whatever atta, you get Asirwad atta, everything outside the supermarkets, which is not good. Please avoid that immediately. The reason is, other reason is, it is grown with a lot of higher amount of chemicals. The chemical fertilizers, pesticides, all these things, fungicides, they use in an exorbitant manner, my dear friends. That is why you see in Punjab now, at present also, the huge cancer rate. Okay, every house there is a cancer patient. That is why they run the cancer train, cancer express itself. They run from the Punjab to the Punjab to the other, maybe Rajasthan, Gujarat, some particular capital. It goes every day. So that means you can understand what is the rampant condition, the ramping up of these cancer cases. So all this is because of the highest amount of what we are eating is without any fiber, with a lot of chemicals are loaded into the food. So entirely what you are eating on your plate is poison, nothing but a poison. Okay, so how to come out of that? Okay, let's understand. There are very good alternatives and very healthy food, my dear friends. What exactly is that? So let's understand. So there are 5 type of millets. So barnyard millet, little millet, foxtail millet, finger millet. So there are 5 type brown top millet. Finally, 5 type of millets are there. They are called siridhanyas. Okay, the wonderful grains which are grown with the less amount of water. Friends, other way, white rice and godi also, they are not environmental friendly. The reason is 1 kg of rice if you want to produce, you need minimum to minimum, so 8,000 liters, my dear friends. 1 kg of godi you want to produce, you need minimum of 10 to 12,000 liters. Okay. At the same time, if you say millets, if you take alternative to this white rice and white godi, best alternatives are millets. So these millets will be grown with a 300 liters per kg. Imagine how friendly they are to the environment also. Like it, so all the natural resources will be properly utilized. They will not be exploited. Okay, this is what we need to remember. Then Java Godi. Java Godi is available in North Karnataka. So mostly this Godi, these are wheat only, with a long wheat, but Java Godi grown with no chemicals, with a less amount of water, which is very great choice, very great alternative, my dear friends. And Bajra is Sajja. Okay, in Kannada and Telugu and all, Sajja we call Bajra. Bajra is also wonderful millet. So this also, Bajra is a neutral millet. All other 5 millets are positive millets. Okay, but Bajra is also excellent. So you can use the Bajra for as a main food. Okay, main course of food. Ragi is also good. Unpolished organic rice. Anything, unpolished rice, like maybe brown rice, red rice, whatever you say, unpolished. These are all the alternatives in the place of white rice and white godi. Please do that, okay, immediately. Now, so that's what I try to explain you. Fiber is the important component. See, what happens is whenever you eat all these millets, all these alternatives, what will happen is, first thing is, whenever you eat that particular food, right? So it slowly, the digestion happens slowly. Okay. So if you eat at 9 o'clock, okay, till afternoon, till evening also. In fact, till evening also, you won't get appetite again. You won't get hunger again. The reason is they try to digest slowly because they have got highest amount of fiber in all these alternatives. Highest amount of fiber is there, my dear friends. Otherwise, other things like white rice, white godi has got only pure carbohydrates, which will be like a powder, like a flour, which will be immediately digested, gets into your blood as a glucose. So that's going to be hampering. That's going to increase your energy, glucose levels in the sugar. That's going to convert, especially when the glucose level increases in your blood, that gets converted as so it gets converted because excessive glucose levels in your blood which cannot be utilized. Then what happens, liver has got a idea that liver will get a functionality. It go and convert that excess glucose into fat, into glucogen, into fats, into the triglycerides. Three things will be made by liver because the excessive glucose is continuously coming. See, some of the times what happens, we go and take cool drink now. In the place of, suddenly we take one cool drink, or suddenly we eat one sugar item, sugar sweet, for example. It's all going to add up the glucose into the blood. Okay. So that kind of huge amount of glucose cannot be spent. We can't spend, right? So that is why, so let's have a great amount of awareness what kind of food, what kind of input we are giving to our physical body. We have to be very careful, friends. All these millets, whatever I told you now, alternatives, every 2 days, 3 days, we keep changing. 2, 3 first 2, 3 days. Let's say you take foxtail millet. Next 2 days you have taken little millet. Next 2 days you have taken ragi mute. Next 2 days bajra roti. After 2 days, maybe 2 days. Okay, when 10 days cycle you take 10 days window. In the 10 days window, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, you can just alternate all these millets, java godi, bajra, ragi, unpolished rice. Simple as that. Please avoid white rice and white godi from our diet side, from our plate. It has to be completely avoided. Please make a change immediately from today, right? So this has to be done. These are foods what we should eat, friends. At the same time, all these foods, whatever I told you now, alternatives. With that, what you can do? Of course, you can have sambar. You can make chutney, vegetables, dal. You can make vegetable curries. You can make chutney, sambar. Everything you can as a side dish. You can You can mix with these all these millets food, main course of food with made up of millets, javagodi, whatever it is, right? So with this combination, that's all. Whatever you are eating with the rice and godi, that is a normal chapati, whatever the curries and whatever all side dishes you make, right? Same thing you can make, no difference at all. Don't worry. Okay, right. So next thing is, so other than that, you can also make idli, dosha, roti, pulihora, biryani, bismillah, everything you can make, my dear friends. We have very good books for that, right? How to make the idli, dosha, and all this biryani, bismillah bath with the help of millets. Definitely, there are very good number of books are there. Online also you'll get. So you please use that. If you don't know, you please read and then try to prepare. And a lot of videos also will be available. Okay. So please go with this now. So friends, so next thing is we will try to understand is pulses, lentils. Friends, try to understand pulses, why we eat. We want to get good protein. Many times protein is the building block for especially for building muscles and all this. We need protein, isn't it? So why nowadays many of the people have converted to non-vegetarians? Imagine. So highest amount of percentage of people are into non-vegetarian. The reason is the doctors or some kind of experts might have told them that you get good amount of protein, go with the non-vegetarian food, eggs, non-vegetarian fish, all these things, right? But it is a misconception. I'm trying to tell you it's a misconception purely. The reason is the whatever you eat non-vegetarian, it gives you the animal protein. Try to understand animal protein. Animal protein is never digestible in your system. The reason is there are no such kind of enzymes are available within your physical body, my dear friends. So that's why you can't digest completely the non-vegetarian food. So there will be remainings of this non-vegetarian food that becomes a wastage in your stomach itself, which will produce, that's a decayed food, which produce a lot of gases, which produce a lot of negative bacteria, which is going to hamper your immunity power, which is going to give a lot of other side effects in your body itself, my dear friends, and which is going to produce a lot of dead cells, which slowly turns into tumor, cancer, all these things, my dear friends. That is why be careful about taking non-vegetarian. So instead of non-vegetarian food, I'm giving you a choice now. I'm your alternative. Best alternative is use these pulses. For example, you are making dal, chana dal, tur dal, all these things. You get enough amount of protein. Definitely will get about it. Otherwise, there are very good alternatives. Take groundnuts, so like pistful groundnut in the night, okay, and soak in the water. In the next morning, you eat with an empty stomach. Also, eat it like that 2 times in a week. You do more than enough. More than enough. Whatever protein you get, whatever the protein body required protein, you will receive through this method, my dear friends. Other than that, sprouts weekly once, any one sprout. Sprouts also not every day. Okay, if you are a patient, maybe you can take more. Otherwise, if you are not a patient, if you are a normal person, not having any disease also, then what you need to do is for getting enough amount of protein, just a fistful these sprouts per week is enough. Okay, taking more sprouts also is going to increase the load on the particular kidney. So, okay, don't do that. Okay. So this is the best alternative for a non-vegetarian food. How to get the protein, right? Now, milk. So animal milk, my dear friends. Animal milk also not good for the human being. Okay, no animal will drink the milk of other animal in this universe. Okay, on this earth planet. Please understand this very carefully. You need to observe this, isn't it? Have you seen any animal, any other animal is going to drink the milk of other animal? Have you observed it? Never. Okay, but why human being is doing? Human being is doing because of ignorance, because of no knowledge for him. He doesn't, and also because of his own, like what you can say, greediness. You want to get more. Everything you want more, right? You never want to be satisfied with what he has, isn't it? So that's the same way. What we are doing, committing mistake is by drinking the milk of any other thing, any other animal, other than the milk of mother. Milk of mother, you can drink, you'll be drinking up to 2 years, 3 years, isn't it? Nowadays, that is also stopped. Within 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, they are stopping because of the modernization. Okay, it's not good. It's not good for the human growth. Okay, but anyway, so up to 3 years, when you are drinking mother milk, you will be getting the enzyme generated in your physical body. After 3 years, no more enzymes to digest any milk, my dear friends. Please remember this. After 3 years, there is no kind of any enzyme generated in your physical body to digest any kind of any form of the milk, okay, other than the vegetable milk, other than the plant-based milk. Okay, how to make the plant-based milk, let me tell you later. But Friends, so that is why what we need to do is, so first and foremost thing we need to very, very important thing is immediately cow and buffalo milk, everything should be stopped. Don't give it to your children. Don't drink yourself also. Stop the coffee and tea immediately. Friends, so now we need to understand one thing is milk means all the normally available milk in the outside market is A1 milk. That is your Nandini, Heritage, whatever the brand it may be. It is a A1 milk, which is extracted from the Jersey cow, Holstein cow. Holstein cow, English cows, my dear friends, okay, which is very, very bad for the health. In that, there is an inflammatory protein. That is A1 protein is existing always in that, which is going to give a lot of inflammation. And the same time, I'm telling you that milk you are giving to your child. So especially friends, the female child at the age of 8-10 years, they are getting mature, puberty. You can imagine what is the pathetic situation going on in the so-called modern developed society, isn't it? So it's a pathetic situation. We're all, we have to really think about it. Okay, think deeply about it. Now, so the only one thing you need to do is don't give any milk to your any children, your female or male. Okay, so what will happen is by drinking this milk, you are receiving animal protein. Okay, the moment animal protein comes, it is going to disturb your hormones. Okay, that's called hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance starts happening within your kid, within you also. In fact, when you drink this any milk, it can be A1 milk or A2 milk, especially A2 milk. What is A2 milk? So A2 milk is extracted from desi cow. Okay, desi cow. So that's it. From desi cow, from Goshalas, you get that milk. Okay, it's a pure milk, of course. It's good. It's good for her children, for calf, for the cow, calf. Calf, it is good, not for us. Okay, not the milk for us. Okay, at least what you can do is A2 milk if you are able to get, please make curd, and then out from the curd you make buttermilk. From the buttermilk you make butter, and then from butter you make the A2 ghee. A2 ghee is very, very good. It's very highly, like you can say, lot of protein, and it's a highly nutritious, I can say. Which one? A2 ghee. Okay, that you can take the A2 ghee from any goshala, or you can make yourself in the house. When you get A2 milk to your doorstep, what you do is that A2 ghee you can always apply on the top of every food, whatever rice or the sabji, whatever you're eating, on the top of that you can put a top up, and then you can keep eating. So A2, especially A2 ghee, children may eat about 3 to 4 spoons, and adult can eat about 4 to 5 spoons every day. 2 to 3 spoons, 2 3 spoons for children, adult, 4 to 5 spoons, my dear friends. Very, very useful. Okay, so that's how A2 desi cow ghee can be used. But so especially the milk has to be stopped, because otherwise it is going to create a hormonal imbalance. That is why the female child is getting the early puberty. It's very, very bad for the human growth, and it's very great suffering for her. Okay, at the same time, even adults also. Lot of women is suffering today because of the like irregular periods, irregular menstruations. Okay, so period stops, so period will not come properly. It goes in a different cycle will be keep changing. Lot of disturbances are happening. All that is because of the drinking milk and eating non-vegetarian food. Okay, please understand this, because here there is animal protein. Animal protein is no way suitable for human consumption. Let me tell you, friends. Other thing is, what is the protein you wanted? The limited protein. I already explained you. And especially milk. What happened? Many people say, because I'm giving the milk because my child has to get good amount of calcium. I need to get calcium. My bones has to be strength. My bones has to be very strong. Right, you are right about it. But the calcium getting from the milk it's a mirage. Okay, what is the calcium you are going to get? 1 liter milk, if you drink, 1 gram of calcium will come into your body. After 1 gram come into your body, because it's animal protein, what is the body going to observe is 200 milligrams of calcium you are going to observe. Is it going to be beneficial to you? Is it a judicious decision what you are taking just to get the calcium by drinking the milk? No way. Okay, so then what is the best alternative? Best alternative is go to the, if you want to go to the plant-based milk. Okay, which is also going to give calcium, and also it is completely digestible plant-based milk, like coconut milk, right? You can take coconut milk, sesame milk, ragi milk, jowar milk, safflower milk, groundnuts. You can make a milk out of all these the grains, my dear friends. That's also one alternative. But the best alternative is make sesame laddu. Make sesame laddu, one laddu for 1 week, give it to your children. 2 laddus you can eat as an adult. So per week, that is going to sufficient, that is going to supply 1 gram of direct calcium. 100 grams of one laddu is going to give 1 gram of direct calcium, that is completely digestible, that is completely absorbed by your own small intestine. Into the blood it goes, and the enough amount of calcium it comes, so you don't have any deficiency of calcium at all. My dear friends, this is the best alternative. And also sesame seeds have capacity to prevent the cancer also, my dear friends. So please do this, please follow this. Okay. Now let's come to the cooking oils. Friends, this is one of the important thing which everybody has to understand. So why cooking oils will use? Cooking oils we use because to get the antioxidants, to get the vitamin K, vitamin E. So right, for this purpose, we all will be using cooking oils. What are the kind of cooking oils available right now? All the people are using outside. Most of the people without having awareness. So because they are ignorant about this, the ill effects of this outside cooking oils, of which is especially refined oils. All the refined oils are very bad for the health. Every refined oil which we get outside market, which has got 75% of the mineral oil added with only 25% of essential oil. Okay, if it is suppose you are buying the coconut oil, so in that coconut oil of 1 liter coconut oil of a refined packed oil, in that 25% of coconut oil, virgin oil, and 75% of mineral oil, that's a petroleum oil, which is the wastage output of the petroleum industry, which is adding into that and then packing it and then selling it in the market. Nobody is worried. Your government is not worried. They are producing huge amount of cancer patients every month on month, year on month. They are producing huge amount of cancer patients. They wanted more and more hospitals to be built. They wanted more and more GST to be paid. They wanted to collect more and more taxes. They are not bothered about your health, my dear friends. Sorry about it to tell you all these things, but it's a fact. So they are least bothered about your health and wellness. Okay, they are more bothered about how to extract money from your pocket. Okay, right from the hospitals to till the government heads. Okay, so that's why be careful. And dharma rakshati rakshiteva. We have to take care of dharma, and the dharma will protect us, and we have to protect ourselves. There is nobody else to protect ourselves. Or only dharma. Do practice of meditation more and more. It is going to protect you at the same time, along with the holistic lifestyle. Friends, what are the alternatives for these cooking oils? Cooking oils alternatives are always go with the Ghana oils. Ghana oils with the bull and ox. Whatever the oils will be generated in the farm, you can definitely you take it. Otherwise, nowadays there are machines which came up. They work at the 70 degrees temperature. They produce the oils. Actually, all the refined oils are produced at the 400 degrees centigrade, my dear friends. So just to inform you, 400 degrees centigrade, will you find any oil in the nature of the oil will be protected? It will be completely disturbed, right? At the 400 degrees temperature, when oil is made and packed in your refined oil, so how it is going to be? That nature of the oil is completely disturbed. It's not at all going to have any antioxidants and vitamin K and E. Nothing will be there. Okay, that is why just go for the oils which are produced at the temperature of 70 degrees and lower temperature. So if any oil is produced with the help of machine which are very much available in front of you, they take the seeds and they try to give you the oil back to you. Please go with that. That is safflower oil, mustard oil, sesame oil, coconut oil, groundnut oil, any oil you can take. All these North Indians, most of the South Indians, what they do, they go with the coconut oil, they go with the groundnut oil basically, and if at all sesame oil, coconut oil, like that. Depends upon your region and local region, basing on that, your habits and all, from your age old ancient people you'll be getting, right? Those oils can be always used. 3 to 5 spoonsful of oil is much more sufficient for one person. And if at all growing children, they can take more oil also. So that's a good for them, right? For the health, because they are building their muscles and bones, right? Friends, now for sweetness, especially for sweetness, we try to, many of the people now they used to use more and more sugar, right? White sugar is a slow poison, my dear friends. So white sugar is the way they produce the white sugar is horrible. First of all, white sugar is a non-vegetarian. Do you know this fact? Because whenever they produce the white sugar, they use all the bones of the animals, bone powder they use just to produce the white sugar. It means it's nothing but a non-vegetarian. If anybody is drinking a coffee, tea with the sugar, white sugar, or if anybody is eating all the sweets with the sugar sweets, it is nothing but you are eating non-vegetarian. The reason is they are produced in such a manner. Try to understand. Okay, so that's how. So at the same time, the way our white sugar is produced after using 21 chemicals in order to clean up, in order to bring the whitish color for the sugar, right? So that's why they do all these things. But out of the sugar factory, they produce a lot of other things, other substances, which are going to be much profit oriented for them. All this white sugar is, which is a waste one, they throw out on our face. They throw it to our life, and then we will be using this and we'll be damaging our health in a greater way, my dear friends. So what happens when you eat more and more sugar sweet or more sugar content? It gets converted into glucose instantly. Instantly. There's no time. Okay, instant it gets converted into glucose, then it gets into go into the blood, and then sugar levels are increased. So the moment sugar levels are increased, you are going to be a diabetic, you are going to be a BP patient, you are going to be a so-called all the heart patients, like you get a lot of heart blocks, everything will be developed, my dear friends, because that is all excess in the blood which is available, okay, which will be get converted ultimately into the fat, into the glucogen, into the triglycerides, my dear friend, which is going to increase the LDL, especially within you. The cholesterol will be increased because of excessive amount of consumption of this all the sugar related stuff. Now, for the sweetness, what is the alternative? Best alternative is you palm jaggery, silver date jaggery. Only this palm jaggery, silver jaggery you can use. It's the best alternative, one of the best alternative I can say. But sugarcane jaggery also is available, but which is not having any chemicals. Of course, you can use a black jaggery. That's also good. Fine. So, friends, otherwise, other thing is uses of salt. So using salt, what is the salt? Why we have to use? First of all, you consume the salt. Salt will provide the sodium chloride, potassium for the all the metabolic actions which is happening in your body. For that, they require potassium and this sodium chloride. That is why you need salt to be supplied to your body. But most of the vegetables, spinaches, all these things, they have got the natural salt within them. That is more than sufficient. But in fact, for the sake of taste, for the sake of taste of tongue, or otherwise, if you want little extra salt, you need to supply from outside to your body. Please go with the rock salt, Saindava Lavana, not to go with any table salt and powder salt. Especially the Tata companies, all this they make powder salt and powder salt, table salt, which is very very bad. Okay, because that's actually iodized salt, treated salt with chemicals, and which is self life to be in order to have more self life, they try to add some chemicals, especially, which is going to be very much harmful. A lot of side effects will come. So don't ever use that kind of powder salt and all this thing. Go with the rock salt, or sea salt, or the Saindava Lavana, my dear friends. And the deep subject of every salt or sweet, sugar, all these things I used to teach in every one class, right? So many topics will come in 21 days. You will learn deep subject of every aspect of it. Okay, let's go with the brief of everything right now, because lack of time, and our subject is also long. Now, pickles and chutneys, my dear friends, many of us we used to confuse that, we used to get misconception that pickles are not good, chutneys are not good, which is going to be harmful, all these things. No, the chutneys and pickles, they are actually anti-carcinogenic. That means anti-cancer properties are there. So you can definitely consume these pickles to the limited level, not to the extreme. So to the limited levels, especially these pickles must be made with all the ghana oils and all the natural products, especially naturally grown food items. You must use. You should not use any chemical-oriented foods. So that's how you have to take care of making pickles. Otherwise, as per Indian tradition, is very good for the health. Now, friends, foods, what we should eat, what we should drink, what we should not drink, what we should not use. So there is a table I am presenting to you. So you can just definitely go through here as well. After going back, this PPT will come to your, the WhatsApp. Please go through that again carefully. Should not eat. All these items are there. Fish, meat, maida items, cane jaggery, sugar, dry fruits, especially bakery items, chocolates, paneer, cheese, creams, milk, sweets, right? All these multigrains, soya beans, soya paneer, honey. Honey also may not be great, okay? But table salt, all these things, idols, all these things, no, we should not eat. We should not drink, of course, any milk, cow milk, buffalo milk, goat's milk, coffee, tea, soya milk, cool drinks, Pepsi, all these things must be avoided, not to drink, okay? Should not use all these type of items, all the kind of oils, all the refined oils, whatever, plastic items, bottles, boxes for cooking, aluminum vessels, non-stick pans, copper vessels. Copper vessels is good, of course, but so all this, so many things, all these things must be avoided. Okay, so these things carefully you can go through, and then you take care of it in your daily life. Okay, now, so going back to the third number, these are third step, these are third principle. out of 10 principles, this third principle I would like to discuss with you. Timely eating. Friends, children may eat at whenever they feel hunger, but not to the elders. Elder must eat maybe at 9 o'clock, the millet with some good sabji, whatever curry you make, eat at 9 o'clock, then your digestion will be slower. Then at 6 o'clock, the second meal you can plan. In between, if you feel hungry, then go with a cucumber, banana, or guava. That's more than enough, more than enough. Okay. So one secret I will share with you: up to 25 years, you need food, right food, strong food for a physical body. After 25 years, you are not supposed to be eating whatever you like. Okay. Whatever you eat till 25 years, you are going to build your physical body, my dear friends. You are going to build your physical body up to 25 years. All the children, they need very nutritious food. Up to 25 years, you can build your body. Beyond 25 years, whatever you are eating, it is only for maintenance and sustenance. Okay. Such a sustenance and maintenance of the body. Please be aware of this, this particular secret of life. Okay. So then what will happen? You obviously you will keep cutting down the amount of food what you take. Increase your, the kind of the more and more taking prana shakti from the meditation, from the pranayama, from the yoga asanas, from the walking. Do all this. Okay. Instead of taking more and more food, heavy food into the stomach, and then getting obesity, getting into a lot of other diseases. So not required. After 24 years, not much food required. Only the minimum amount of food and more amount of taking prana shakti from other sources. Okay, even from the sunlight. Okay. Now, friends, what will happen is at 9 o'clock you are eating and 6 o'clock you are eating. Okay. And then that's more than the dinner will be finished by 6 to 7. Okay. And one should not eat in odd times and night time, especially. It is very, very dangerous. Okay. You are not going to allow the physical body to repair itself when you are eating in the night time, and then your digestion will be continuing, and then your physical body will never go into the repair mode, and the no excretion process will be happening. Then it will get into a lot of constipation issues, so many other issues will happen. Okay. This is what about timely heating. Now, water, especially I want to discuss with you. I want to tell you about ancient method. There are many, many modern methods. I don't want to discuss all these because I made about 4 to 5 videos on only on water in my third batch, I think fourth or third batch. Please go through the videos in the playlist in Mahavatar TV. You get all the videos. I made the very good number of videos. 4 to 5 videos I made only on water, nature of water, method of water, drinking of water, the life energy of water, the water power, water memory, like miracles of water. I would have made a lot of videos. Please go through. But at this instant, I would like to discuss and give you small tips about water. Friends, most of the times the water what we drink, why we need to drink the water? There are three reasons. Number one is hydration of all the cells. All the cells are the building blocks of your all the organs and physical body, isn't it? So every cell requires the hydration. Okay. So if at all you don't supply the water content to any of the cells, then it gets dehydrated. The dehydration causes so many diseases, my dear friends. Okay. So that's the number one purpose of the water drinking. Okay. Drinking water, that's the number one purpose. What is the second purpose? Second purpose is in order to have a proper excretion, right? Your excretion has to be properly, whatever the wastage comes out every day after you are eating and digestion, the wastage comes. It has to go out of your physical body properly. Proper flushing has to happen. For that, you need proper amount of water to be intake. Then only your excretion will be good. So that's the second purpose. What is the third purpose? Third purpose is I want to supply the good amount of minerals to it. What are the minerals? Magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, all these minerals you want to supply to your physical body, which are required for your metabolic actions, right? Or all your chemical actions, whatever it takes place, you need minerals, certain amount of minerals to the physical body. Those minerals also can be supplied from the water. But unfortunately, today in the current society, whatever we drink out of the RO water. RO water is a dead water. It doesn't have any kind of a lavana. It doesn't have any kind of a minerals. For your information, I'm telling you, no minerals at all. That's called dead water, zero water. At the same time, you drink any alkali, they say that mineral water sold in the market in the form Kenley, Bisleri, they also, if you measure the TDS, it will be up to 30 to 50 only. But if you want to receive the proper amount of minerals from the water, your TDS must be minimum to minimum 150 to 200. But which is impossible to get outside. Such water is nowhere available. Only thing is there are some kind of filters. After the RO also, you can add up one filter, which is natural filter made in Bangalore also, which is known person to me. What it does is you after the RO water also, that RO water output, give it to this natural filter, which is going to add up chemicals, add up the minerals and give you the mineral water outside. Okay, that water you can consume so that you get the sufficient amount of minerals supplied to your physical body. If the minerals are not supplied to the water, what you have to do? You have to supply these minerals through the food, my dear friends. Through the food also you can supply the minerals, but only thing, the food has to digest and then it has to produce, right? So it takes more energy of your body energy it will take. That is why the best way of communicating the minerals is to the physical body through the help of water, which is the easiest way. The water doesn't need any digestion. It doesn't consume your bodily energy at all. See, anything you eat, it's not easy. Just you don't think that I eat lot of amount of food, I get lot of energy. No way. If you eat more food, you get more, you have to spend more amount of energy, isn't it? Your body energy, if you eat more, what will happen? You have to consume more energy, then only you can generate some energy. Okay, that is why eating more food is not that it's going to generate more energy. It's opposite. It's a vice versa. It means it's a contradictory. I'm telling you. If you try to eat more food, you are going to spend more of your body energy, existing energy. You are wasting it. Okay, eat what you require. Eat how much ever you wanted. You eat that much only. So mitahara, yuktahara. So that's very, very important, my dear friends. Now, so friends, now what is the ancient method of water purification? Okay, either you take tap water or you take the borewell water. Whatever the water you take, do one thing. If you have the ancient method, let's discuss the ancient method now. So for all our reality purposes and practical purposes, let's discuss this. Friends, many of you might have observed our ancient rishis and munis, even now the rishis in Himalayas, wherever they are practicing the meditation and all that, they used to have one kamandalam, copper kamandalam, right? So in that, they used to keep the water throughout night along with them. Only they drink that water. Even now, you have to have that kind of water bottle, copper water bottle on your bench, on your table, on your kitchen, the dining table, as well wherever you go. Carry the copper water bottle. Always keep drinking the water from the copper bottle. Anyway, you have to keep the water in the copper bottle also minimum 2 hours required. But okay, what the best method is? You take one copper vessel, maybe 20 liters. Okay, take tap water of 20 liter or a borewell water, pour into that, then keep it for overnight, 6 to 8 hours, right? And by the time morning, next day morning, it become the sticks, the crystal structured water. Water becomes energetic water, my dear friends. So what is why it happens? What is the character of this copper? The characteristics of copper is it is going to kill all the germs, bacteria, attract all the unnecessary particles onto the walls of the copper vessel, and also any kind of a smell, all these things, it will try to take out all the chemicals. And finally, what it does is, friends, it is going to generate extra electrons into the water, free electrons. So that means it is going to energize the water. So that's where you get the structured water, energized water. That is why all our rishis will drink only that water, my dear friends. So this is what you need to do. If at all you don't have copper vessel, what you need to do, just take one steel vessel, 20 liter, 10 liter, 10 liter, pour the water into that, and then you make one 3.5 inch by 12 inch, one copper plate, then put into that. Okay, overnight you put it, next day morning you take it out, then the water becomes structured water. But be careful. So every day, either copper vessel or this plate, whatever this plate, what you are immersing it. So these must be cleaned properly every day. Before using next day, you must clean it properly. So how to clean it? Take tamarind with salt. Otherwise, just tamarind. Otherwise, take lemon with the salt added. Then keep, like you have to rub nicely. Okay, rub it, and then it is ready for use next day. So this is how you just make it. So this is the kind of water purification, the ancient method. Please follow this. Okay, right. So friends, the fifth one, kashaya, herbal decoctions. So let's discuss about this herbal decoctions or kashaya, my dear friends. See, so most of the times nowadays, British method, coffee, tea, which has come into the existence with the help of all this A1 milk, whatever you make, please avoid immediately. So that is not our tradition. Indian tradition is not the coffee, tea at all. It is a British method, which is introduced to us, which they have spoiled our health, and now they are making a lot of money out of us. Okay, out of lot of diseases we get every day, right? Right. So friends, what will happen is kashayas can be made from the many of the leaves available around your house, within your house. Many of these ingredients, many of the leaves, which are, for example, dry ginger and pepper and tulsi leaves, neem leaves, right? Pongimania, So many leaves are there, right? From every leaf you can make this. What you do? What is the method? So let me tell you, even in some of the classes in the previous batch, now in this batch also, I'm going to discuss what kashaya will work for what disease. I'm going to explain you in the future classes, my dear friends. But at least for the time being, let me give some more details about this. Friends, what will happen is how to make a kashaya. Let's say I have a tulsi leaves, 20 leaves. 20 leaves I have to take, nicely wash it, okay? Then take 2 glass of or one half glass of water pour into the vessel, okay? Into the steel vessel. No more aluminum, no more non-stick, okay? No more thing. So just pour into the steel vessel. After pouring it, keep on the stove and boil it. So keep boiling it. So after keep boiling about 2-3 minutes, then you get some steaming, right? Vapor will coming. Then keep this, place this, put into this 20 leaves into that water. So it has to again boil for another 5 minutes. After boiling that, then take out. Okay, all the essence of this tulsi gone into the water. Then keep it outside. Just let it cool a little bit. Then what you do, you filter it. Okay, take that water out. After filtering, whatever the water you get it into the collect into the separate a tumbler or a glass. Then that is going to be your kashaya. That is going to be your kashaya or a herbal decoction, my dear friends. Okay, do this way, which is very powerful, which is going to really rise up your immunity power. At the same time, it is going to take away many of the diseases. For every disease, there is a particular kashaya also referred. Okay, that will be knowing later. Friends, like this you have to do. It's like so what will happen is this kashaya will work as a catalyst. If you are suffering with any disease, it will work like a catalyst, will come out of the disease faster also. At the same time, the water what you are using for this, especially for making kashaya, that must be stored in the copper vessel, and that what we have to use. Okay, so please do this. Then, so over the period, you'll be able to get out of all the kind of any kind of disease, my dear friends. Right. So, what is the sixth principle of holistic lifestyle? The this one is utensils for cooking, especially friends. Always go with the steel vessels, otherwise pot, the mud vessels, steel vessels, or iron vessels. No more non-stick vessels. Please avoid it, because from the non-stick vessels, Teflon coating will come out and adding into your especially in food, it will be keep adding small particles. They get added. That's going to damage your health, my dear friends. Please be careful. And next, use of plastic, especially friends, plastic, if you understand, what will happen is this plastic, especially when you are using this, nowadays, plastic is going to be used much, in a wide manner we are using. Especially you make a plastic, you are making bottles, vessels, boxes, plates, spoons, glasses, packet, everywhere, you find plastic in a very exorbitant, you are finding it. Especially this is not going to be helpful for the environment, for yourself also. It is not good for you as well as for environment. What will happen is if any plastic item you throw on the soil, what will happen is 200 years also it will not decompose. Imagine what is the harm you are doing to your soil itself, my dear friends. Soil is getting polluted because of the heavy amount of plastic thrown on the ground. That is not good. So save your soil. It will save you at one point of time. Secondly, my dear friends, if you take this, especially plastic more and more, all the plastic items and consuming many of the things through copper, through plastic, you are using it, what will happen? The soil, especially any item which is getting in contact with the plastic, get some chemical reactions happen. The plastic gets melted slowly, and it gets added into all the items. It can be, for example, you have stored oil, or you have stored the water, or you have stored some, what you call juice, whatever it may be, whatever you store inside this particular plastic container. So what will happen is there will be some kind of a chemical reaction happen, that smallest nanoparticles of this plastic will get melted and get mixed with the whatever the item, whatever the ingredient, what it is stored in that. Okay, even pickles, right? So if you do that, what will happen? These nanoparticles of plastic came into food or juice or a liquid, whatever. So then you are consuming it. Then it goes into your stomach. Then it go and stuck in the low small intestine. Where small intestine, the walls of the small intestines will be blocked or will be coated with these nanoparticles. Then what will happen is you are going to be getting the great amount of the mineral deficiency. How? The reason is your small intestine has to absorb all the nutrients from your digestion. After the digestion, it has to absorb the nutrients, but these all the walls of the small intestines are coated with this the nanoparticles of plastic. So what will happen is you can't absorb the nutrients properly. Then it leads to mineral deficiency in your physical body. That is what the cause of a lot of people are getting bald head. Many people are, at the age, at lowest age, they are getting the bald head. Their hair is going out, the hair is losing continuously. Even ladies are suffering. Many of the ladies are suffering from the hair loss, especially. The reason is this mineral deficiency is called selenium deficiency. All this will happen, my dear friends. So please take care of this. Okay. So always go with the water means copper and all other vessels, whatever the vessels I told you, please go with that. So try to reduce the plastic for the sake of betterment of yourself, for the health, for the healthy of your lifestyle, as well for the taking care of the environment also. In fact, protecting environment also. Friends, the other thing is the eighth point of the holistic lifestyle is walking is must. Okay, walking is mandatory. So especially walking for an 1.5 hour, 1 hour to 1.5 hour is always good. Friends, especially we are the two-legged animal. We are the two-legged animal. We never supposed to run. Okay, no running. Please avoid the running immediately. Don't. If anybody is running or an athlete or a sport, if somebody is doing also, which is very very bad for the health. By 35, 40 years, 45 years, any athlete you go and observe, they might have become so obese. Otherwise, their knee joints are spoiled. Okay, so that is why we are a two-legged animal. We don't have a facility to run. We are only facility to walk or brisk walking or jogging if at all required. Any person who is any youngsters who are less than 35 years can jog. That more than 35 years, we are not supposed to jog. Also, we should only walk. The brisk walking and the long walking is always essential. Especially walking also, friends. Walking, what will happen is the amount of time what you are walking is more important than the speed with which what you are walking. Okay, so for example, you are not supposed to, you need not to walk for a very the highest speed. You can walk for a long time and the long number of hours. The 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours you can walk, and slowly you also walk. The amount of time what you spend for walking is more important than the speed of walking. Try to remember. So especially this walking, whenever you walk, what happens is, friends, all of us human beings have got 5 to 6 liters of blood within us. 5 to 6 liters of blood within our physical body all the time. Okay, that's for a normal person. Okay, healthy person. So within that, so every 1 liter of the blood has got about 1 gram of glucose. That is 5 to 6 gram of glucose. Always it must be present. It will be there in our blood. So then only this glucose is essential for the glucose is the energy supplied to all the physical organs within our body. Right? Try to understand. Without this glucose energy, no organ will function. Not even no cell will work in the no cell will be functioning. This glucose energy is definitely required. It's a physical energy. But what will happen now? Nowadays, because of our non-holistic food, non-holistic lifestyle, the amount of glucose existing in the blood is enormous. That means very exorbitant. How it is? It is going to be not even 5 to 6 grams, my dear friends. So sometimes, whenever suppose if I drink a cool drink or if I eat a sweet, any sugar-based sweet, what happens? 100 to 150 grams of the glucose gets added into the blood. Now imagine where this will be utilized. Who is going to utilize this, right? That is where, so you become a diabetic, you become a BB patient, because excess amount of glucose will be converted into fat, triglycerides, glucogen by the liver. Try to understand. So that's how, so you are going to become a obesity, you are going to become obese person. So that's how, friends, what happens, the walking, benefit of the walking now. So if you walk for a 15 minutes, you can consume one gram of the glucose. Just a formula. Okay, 1 gram of glucose will be converted into the 1 gram of glucose will be converted into energy, and you will be utilizing that energy for the walking purposes. If you walk for 15 minutes continuously, suppose if you have, you will be having naturally 5 to 6 grams of glucose is always existing in our physical body, in the blood, isn't it? So in order to consume these 5 to 6 grams, we need to walk about 75 minutes every day. That is must. Okay, 75 hours, 75 minutes. If you walk, what will happen is, obviously all your glucose whatever existing in the currently it's existing, it will be completely consumed, and it, in the form of sweat, everything, it goes out, it will be consumed by walking. Then now you'll be having a fresh hunger, fresh appetite will start. Otherwise the fresh appetite, fresh hunger will not come, because the glucose is already existing. You are not consuming the existing glucose itself. Then how do you expect a fresh appetite, fresh hunger? It will not come, my dear friends. So this is what you need to support to do. But if you are accumulating more and more sugar, for example, if you are accumulating 150 grams of sugar, so by eating, by drinking Coke or Pepsi or whatever, what will happen? In order to consume that 150 grams, you need to walk for 30 to 40 hours at one shot. Is it possible? It's not possible. That's why. So be aware of what input you are giving to your physical body. Walking is mandatory. So by walking, what will happen is it is going to activate all your organs, and especially the good exercise is the one of the best exercise I can say compared to any other exercises. Especially the modern youth is going to the gym. Especially gym is actually this is unnatural, my dear friends. So which unnatural because some of the people are using treadmill instead of going for a walk. They used to walk or they used to run on the treadmill. That is going to be dangerous. Okay, so always walking has to be natural. You need to have the feeling of the ground as well. You have to slowly walk step by step. Now step by step you have to go horizontally, not on the measure, not on the measure. It is unnatural. It is going to cause many of the nowadays. Recently, we have noticed many of the people are getting succumbed to the sudden heart attacks, sudden diseases, sudden death is happening because of the exertion of the more and more pressure they do because of the gym equipment. Okay, please not do that. Just walking, pranayama, dhyana, physical exercises, and yogasanas, which is much more sufficient, along with the holistic food, holistic lifestyle, my dear friends. Now, ninth one, sleep is mandatory, right? So why sleep is mandatory? Friends, whenever you sleep in the night time, you must sleep with the zero light. Okay, zero light. You must sleep with the zero light. Whenever you sleep with the zero light. One thing happens is your pineal gland. It is going to produce melatonin. That is one of the chemical which is from the brain. It will come from the brain. It will be generated. It is goes into the blood and it goes and supplied to all the entire body organs. Then what will happen is, friends, so when it start generating, what will happen is in the night it will detect. It's a bio clock. Okay, pineal gland it works like a bio clock. It will detect all the lights are switched off. Then melatonin starts. When the melatonin is generated, your body enters into the repair mode. Your body enters into the repair mode, cleansing mode, or excretion mode. Your excretion gets started. Your excretion gets prepared. The process of excretion gets started. So that without having this melatonin properly generated, you end up into a lot of troubles. You end up into a lot of so-called insomnia, so-called constipation. Everything will start, my dear friends. That is why having a sound sleep in the night time very essential. Okay, so that is why sleep is a natural gift given by the God Almighty. Please use that. Okay, don't disturb it. So especially many people know because of hectic schedules or whatever, they are not going for a proper sleep. Then what will happen because of insomnia and all? They are taking pills, especially tablets they are taking in order to get the good sleep, which is very bad for the health, having highest side effects. Slowly you enter into the irreparable state, my dear friends. Don't do that. Okay, so all this proper sleep is very essential, especially. So friends, other thing what happens is, so when you do meditation, your amount of sleep will be reduced. The reason is in the sleep, especially I'm telling you, in the deep sleep, in the over 6 to 7 hours, if you sleep 1 hour or 45 minutes, you get something called deep sleep. That's called susupta sthiti. You enter. That is where you suck a lot of cosmic energy into your physical body. So your physical body get energized. By next day, what will happen is your prana shakti, the energy body, especially etheric body, the cosmic energy will be sucked and the prana shakti will be more. Then next day when you woke up, you'll be ready for going work. If you don't have proper sleep, this 1 hour, whatever the deep sleep happens, that will be avoided, or somehow you miss that, then you will not get proper energy in the sleep. Then you have a lot of dreams and all. You don't get proper cosmic energy absorbed in the night time. So by sucking cosmic energy from the astral universe, so your body will do every day, night it will do. Automatically it does. Okay, you don't know. Subconscious knows. Your conscious mind is switched off. It is in the unconscious state. You don't know, but it is mandatory to have definitely a good sleep, my dear friends. Just for the reason that you have to always recharge your battery throughout the night time. Then by the next day morning, you are ready for the next day work. Okay, this is how similar to the mobile. Mobile once recharged in the night, you have to charge, and then next day morning it's ready for operation. So please remember this, very essential. Okay, now friends, the last point is the 10th principle is meditation. So meditation is dhyana. We already know, or we have been practicing for last 3 days now. This is the third day we are going through. Friends, we already know the practice of meditation, why we have to do meditation. Madam has given the great explanation today. So all that you need to understand, you must pursue this thing, meditation. Every day you have to pursue, every day 1 hour, 2 hour meditation, which is going to cleanse your entire manomaya kosha, which is going to cleanse, all the pure past life karmas, which is going to energize you, which is going to give the clarity. It is going to lead to the so-called self-realization, enlightenment, whatnot. You are going to become a karmic-free person. You are going to become a disease-free person. You are going to get out of all your stress, strain. You are going to improve your relationship. So many advantages because of meditation, pranayama, meditation, friends. So please pursue this. Okay, right. So that's the 10th point. Now, so this is what I discussed so far. 10 principles for healthy lifestyle for a healthy person. Also, one supposed to follow these 10 principles so that you'll always stay healthy and happy, my dear friends, on this earth planet. Okay. Now I'm going to discuss very shortly about dinacharya for illness person. That means the lifestyle what to be followed by a person who already fall ill health. Okay, already suffering. Okay. Now the first one is best and most important part is detox, my dear friends. You have the first important step is the person who is not well. What he has to supposed to do is detoxification, body detoxification. What is that? Through enema and abdominal pack, Vamana Dauti, Jalaneti. These are the four type of techniques. Okay. So if you go through these things, what will happen? Enema, especially enema, I'm telling you, very, very important. Even healthy people also, non-healthy people also must go through this enema. You get one enema box, you will be available in the Amazon, purchase it, and there are good instructions are given. You can use it. Even normal healthy person, even we say I'm a healthy person, but if you use enema, I will tell you, in fact, from your large intestine, colon, lot of wastage. The highest, most poisonous and most impure thing in the body is colon, my dear friends. From there, a lot of bad bacteria comes, a lot of gases will be generated. Many people suffer from the gastric problems. All this because of their excretion is not proper. Their cleansing is not happening properly in the large intestine. So that colon especially, colon will be cleansed with the help of enema every 7 days to 21 days, every day 2 times. Okay, with the help of that enema machine. Small machine is there. Use it. So every day 2 times, 7 to 20 or 21 days. That means in 1 week to 3 weeks you can use this method. It will cleanse your colon. Then you'll be fresh and it is so healthy person. Even the unhealthy people will become a healthy persons by doing this. Okay, so it's a wonderful technique. Please use this. Now second one is, so simple yogasanas, any exercises, pranayama, meditation is must for the ill health people also, my dear friends. So based on your illness, you must go through the meditation, especially. So not 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours also you must do. If you are able to sit, then your ill health will be able to come out of very fast. The other thing, friends, air fasting in the morning or not even water. That's also very, very helpful. How it is going to be next before one day. So before day what will happen? By 7 o'clock you stop your food, isn't it? When you stop the food at 7 o'clock in the night, dinner as a dinner. After that, before sleeping, yeah, maybe you can have hot water, one glass of hot water, and go to the sleep at 10 o'clock. Okay. Now you have stopped your food at 7 o'clock earlier day before day. The next day morning, when you woke up at 5 o'clock, 6 or whatever, you take 2 glass of lukewarm water, which is going to be helpful, much helpful for the excretion system to happen for the cleansing. Then at 10, at even after having the 2 glass of water, 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, this lukewarm water, no more breakfast. Breakfast will not be taken. Even the ill health people also, I'm telling, if at all you having sugar or anything, you can take it. Otherwise, if you have no much problems, if you are suffering with other health issues, what will happen is up to 10 o'clock, if you are able to wait also, up to 10 o'clock, even 12 to 13 or 14 hours fasting. That's called intermittent fasting, which is very, very, very helpful, which is going to which is going to melt all your unnecessary cells, dead cells, especially. Friends, this particular method of fasting, intermittent fasting, is wonderful for all the obesity people. They are going to lose like anything. All the obesity will go out immediately. Even other health issues also will go out immediately. Okay. The reason is there is a one invention happened in a discovery, like one of the German scientists. Now he has researched and he has made a big thesis on this, the so-called fasting. So actually fasting and the Ekadasi fasting is provided by our rishis and our tradition itself. But one of the scientists have studied so much on the fasting and benefits, then he came out with a special name, right? All Westerners are good in naming, stylish names, right? So that's what he named is autophagy. Autophagy has never given the name. What is auto and phagy? Auto means automatically. Phagy means eating its own, right? Its own cells, its own dead cells. So it is going to eat. Who is going to eat? Your own body. When you are in the fasting, when you are not supplying the external food, when you are supplying only external water or liquid. Okay. So only, even sometimes air fasting, not even liquid. Okay. Without liquid, you can stay 3 days, no problem. Okay. But what will happen is, if you want, you can take liquid, but without having any solid food coming to inside the body, then what bodies try to do is, it is going to eat its own dead cells, my dear friends. That is why autophagy, he has discovered, saying that, with his all findings and research finding, what he said finally is, autophagy is going to kill, or is going to eat up the cancer cells in the body. With that, he has got the Nobel Prize. In 2016, he got the Nobel Prize, my dear friends. So, but how many Nobel Prize must be given to our rishis and yogis, all our saints? If at all they are giving a Nobel Prize for one fasting, we have our yogis and rishis have invented so many techniques, so many. We are all our yogis and scientists. Our yogis and rishis, they are the pure scientists, the great scientists, I can say, because every tradition what they have kept, right? Tilak and Ungar, everything, whatever the tradition we are following today, even earlier days, in much of the manner they were following, now we are following lesser. But I'm telling you, we are going away from the all ancient tradition. It's very bad, but I'm telling you, all are scientific based, completely scientific based, my dear friends. That is why, see, whenever time comes, whenever we come across everything, I'll try to explain more about it. So, but this intermittent fasting is going to be working wonders for you. And at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, please have a green juice, one full glass of green juice. How to make the green juice? I can post a video, post a one particular PDF. You can make it. Green juice can be made with the curry leaves, coriander, all the spinaches. Okay, powerful juice. Okay, you can have it at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. It's going to be sufficient for as a breakfast for you. Now, lunch. The people who are suffering, lunch will be salads garnished with the nuts and seeds, green chutney. Eat coconut, like, for fats and calcium. So especially you can have coconut also, and sprouted moong dal also you can have, especially for protein deficiency should not come, right? So calcium deficiency, protein deficiency, all these things to avoid. In the form of lunch, you can have this kind of food. Okay, so please note that. Next, evening snacks around 4 to 5 p.m. Seasonal fruits, sprouts baked, soaked dry fruits, or any health balanced snacks like a vegetable upma. You can do that. So these are like going to be at 4 or 5 o'clock. Okay. Now, in addition that, one can have a juices, coconut water, or dry fruit smoothies. So in between 4 to 5 p.m., it also be much helpful. This much is sufficient for you. Now, dinner at around 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Friends, so dinner is your choice. But what are the dinner? Few recommendations we can give you. So, like all this bajra, ragi, or millets, or whatever small quantity you can make it. Along with that, low oil vegetables, and with this millets and bajra, with the combination of that, you can make small amount of curry and main course of food. Then you can eat it normally. It's okay. And but you should not eat any kind of. You should not mix with any kind of food related to meat, sugar, refined oil, refined flour. Avoid milk and milk products. Nothing. Okay. So should not eat at anything at any point of time. Even normal people or the ill health people, we should avoid all these things and use only sea salt or saindava lavana always. Right? It's the sixth point. Now, seventh point is meditation around 9 o'clock after the dinner. Please start. Okay, at least 1 hour, 1.5 hour, whatever you wanted. Okay? So this is what about dinacharya for illness people. Friends, this dinacharya for illness people, if you continue for 50 days, any disease, whatever the disease name it is, you will be easily coming out of all the diseases. So it is going to detoxify your entire body, my dear friends. Okay, detoxification is going to solve all your problems. If anybody diabetic or something, keep checking sugar levels and BP levels in this particularly detoxification lifestyle. What I showed you, dinacharya, illness people dinacharya, you can keep observing these things. Okay, just track it. Okay, right. So this is what about holistic lifestyle. All the holistic lifestyle principles we have seen, right, friends, for healthy people. Now these are the great benefits of all this lifestyle. So feel happier, energy levels, and deepen meditation, and your brain health and memory will be improved, intuitive abilities, concentration, attention, maintain the weight, excess fats from the body will be burned, and then metabolism, and then improve the glow, skin glow, and skin elasticity, immunity power will be enhanced. So many advantages are there because of the lifestyle. Then, friends, this is what about all the holistic lifestyle we try to discuss today, friends.